Alright, so let's see if we run into the same problems using Windows. Downloads. Okay, so we're gonna go with the PC Linux OS. Let's see if it picks up the file. So on my Linux machine, it doesn't want to, and so there's some kind of error. So I'm also looking at something else here. Well, I'll just go into this really quick. OpenBSD. We'll click here. We'll go to the USA one. Berkeley. I always have trouble with this kind of stuff. I don't understand the file hierarchy. So we click the parent directory. OpenBSD 7.5 AMD 64, and it doesn't always respond. There we go. So we've got all these things: the boot, the install, a bunch of different things, CD boot. I mean, how do you know what the hell to use? It's about the only thing I can come up with is probably the install 75 ISO. Here's an ISO, here's an image. We'll download the ISO and see. We'll try that and see what it will do. A lot of Linux is really difficult for most of us that aren't into it deeply. Anyway, I'll go back up to the distro watch. There is lots of different versions. RMBN, interesting. Some of the names are just absolutely weird. Crunch Bang Plus Plus, Damn Small, Debian EDU, Dr. Parted, Dragonfly. Just lots of weird stuff. I think it was Fedora we were trying to download, but it doesn't want to. I can't get it to work. So they have something they call a media writer. So we got workstation ISO. We'll try and download that. So there's really a lot of variations of ones that are all kind of the same, but we're gonna see which one. This one failed. These OpenSUSE ones failed. I'm not sure why. So we got Fedora to download, and now we're trying to get the other SUSE ones. This is the XFC one that's doing right now, but the times are erratic. I'm trying to let it finish out before I click on the next one, even though I would love to multitask. Now it went up to 1 minute. I was just reading up on all the different versions of Ubuntu. Some interesting stuff here. Studio, I've downloaded that. I don't know where it's at now, but I'm going to try it again. They say that this one called Budgie is the official flavor. So I had not heard of that, because the one you get when you download is just the regular old normal looking one. But one like that. Anyway, we're waiting on this stuff to download, but for some reason Balena Etcher isn't working at all. I've not figured out why. Alright, so I think we will try the Rufus one. I've used it before. So I was reading the reviews, and they're talking about people recommending Balena Etcher must never have used it because these people said they've never got it to work right, etc., etc. I'm like, wow, I've never had a problem with it until today. Standard. Let's see. Computer's running really slow because it's 5 something. Apparently everybody's bogging the internet down. I think I've seen it. So we should be able to use this. I wondered if I was having problems before with the other one. I generally don't like opening exe files, but whatever. So there's a couple of other comments, about the other one. So they have Rufus. Another one, they Ventoy. I don't know anything about that one. I also don't know anything about that one. I don't know anything about that or that one. I've seen this one a long time ago. I've not seen that one. I think the Balena one might be a little more popular because it's simple. This one's a little more complicated. It automatically identifies, well, you can only use a certain one. So, MS-DOS, free DOS, interesting. Okay, so we select our image from here, I guess. Let's go with, what do we have? I'm gonna go with, let's try Fedora. Okay. I don't know anything about most of these settings. The image you have selected is an ISO hybrid image. This means it can be written either ISO file copy mode or DD disk image mode. Rufus recommends using ISO image mode so that you always have full access to the drive after writing it, or if you encounter an issue during boot, you can try imaging in DD mode. Okay. This image uses Grub 2.0 non-standard, but the application only includes the installation files for Grub 2.1. A different version of Grub may not be compatible with another one, and it is not possible to include them. Rufus will attempt to locate a version of the Grub installation file that matches the one from your image. Select yes to connect to the internet and attempt to download it. Select no to use the default version from Rufus. Note that the file will download in the current application directory and be reused automatically if present. If no match can be found online, the default version will be used. That's interesting. We'll just see what it does, right? Somehow I think this is probably not going to work. Alright, we've got Fedora doing a test, and then it'll start the live disk. I used Rufus on Windows to do this one. Originally, I had more than one drive in here. I tried to do it on this one with the Linux disk startup image. Didn't want to work. Okay. So this is Fedora. Looks really, really simple. Wow, it actually looks like Ubuntu. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what the software looks like. Oh, we're gonna have to install it probably. Let me see if I can install it into the okay, I'm wondering if it's possible. God, these DMR guys, they just scream into the damn radio. Interesting. Alright, so I clicked on the triangle, and now we get the two discs on here. I'm going to see if it'll allow me to install with this one. Okay, so it gives me an installation warning option. It says your current Fedora software requires 5.9 gigabytes of available space, including 5.9 for the software and 0 for the swap space. The disk you've selected has the following amounts of free space: 2.9, 342.8 gigabytes free space unavailable but reclaimable from existing partitions. You don't have enough space to install Fedora. You can shrink or remove existing partitions via or guided reclaim space tool, or you can adjust your partitions on your own. Okay. Let's see how we do this. You can remove file systems you no longer need. Free up space. Removing a file system will permanently delete the data. There is also free space available in pre-existing file systems. While it is risky, we recommend you back up your data first. You can remove the free space and make it available for this installation below. Okay, so we've got Neptune, Mint. Yeah, I thought Neptune was on here. Okay, so I'm going to click on Linux Mint. I'm going to click shrink. I don't know what it will do. Oh, we can. Okay, so 199. We'll go ahead and slide it here. I'm going to say 49.9. It looks like Ubuntu is on. What's it on? 126. Let me go 49. Okay. Alright. No, that is pretty fast. Okay. Let's just see what it does. I mean, I've got plenty of other hard drives. I just don't really want 6 spinning drives, you know, or we have room for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many SATA connections there are. I think there's 8. All right.
157 is gone, is there. And then the next one is 21.383 on 15 meters, 21.383. Then the next one is 12 meters, which is 24.
I think I'm on the live disc still.
970, I think. And then 10 meters, and I can't remember what that one is. If you remember what that one is, Al, let us know. But I never on the 10 meter channel.
Weird.
But that's kind of a fun group.
I don't really care for this desktop painting.
You're somebody, because there's so many people. And on my way to Wisconsin, I was tooling along on Highway 20.
The hell?
And I talked to Con, and I also talked to Roger in New Zealand in the same 20-minute time span. That was cool. That was a blast. And so there we go. KJ5DT, karaoke. Yeah, okay, K0PF, KJ5DT. Well, that's peculiar. That was actually what I actually heard somebody at 21.383. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that
Yeah, we get the damn rhythm box. I like the Amarok. I don't know if that's...
There's just one guy there, and whoever he was talking to could not copy at all. You know, so, yeah, built away 15
I'm having problems with these speakers making noise, too.
I think I got
Don't know
must have been about one
if it's just the connector on the back.
that I couldn't hear or find anybody, so gave up on that. So don't know what was going on.
There's also noticed that
Or what.
the light never turns off on it.
Well, anyway, another day. WA7, oh, wait a minute, I got to say on that. 75 meter, 39.96, there used to be a lot more activity on that.
Let's go ahead and just restart this thing, I think.
But it's pretty much dead now, it seems like, but more and more in the wintertime.
See what it does.
And I used to check in with the guys on the West Coast group, but now I can hardly hear them at all, so I kind of given up on it. And propagation is not there.
Let's see what it boots into. Let me pull the disc out.
There's one on there, WA7E, Aeronautical Mobile, KJ5GT, go ahead.
Oh, look at this. Oh, pretty crazy looking. I want to see that again. Okay. So the grub is like, let's see what it's got. Okay. So we got Fedora, Ubuntu, and Linux Mint. Cool. So there's 3 different ones on this drive now. Huh. All right, that's pretty quick. Start setup. Nope.
Okay, and good. I didn't remember the 10 meter free. And good that you mentioned Thursday.
Interesting, you never asked for any of this before.
Listen more often on
Cool.
Thursdays. One of the reasons why Al, besides static and the usual doldrums in the summer, that you may have heard less activity on the 3996 frequency. One of the reasons, of course, is that I think you're closer than I am. I've accomplished it. But also they've had some attrition. It happens. It's sad, but it does happen. KJ5GT casualty. Yeah, well, I don't remember who passed on. I know there was one guy was in California that passed away, and the other guy, I can't remember his call, but the one that actually ran that originally, but yeah, same thing happened to him, but that was back when I first got on it. They were on 40 meters, and I had no trouble at all, getting on with
I wonder if they have the Game Boy emulator.
And when they decided to change to 75, yeah, it kind of lost it for me. Pretty much. Well, anyway, it's been up and down. And the other thing that happened for Jim, when he was in Northern California, seemed like I always had good copy on him. We had good conditions. But when he moved to Nevada, same thing. It went down the tube. Just kind of lost it there. Anyway, with that, WA7E, KJ5GT.
Okay, I don't know if it booted or not. Looks like if it did, timed out. Oh, I hate these ones that do this. They would time out and then you gotta enter your password every damn time. Interesting. So we can install Amarok, which has this really cool internet radio called Magnitude Radio. And this one here, like, I wish they would put it on more of them. But it's not available on all of these different versions of things. So, let's see if we can get in here into our settings. Very similar to Debian. Okay, display. This should be under security. Okay, screen lock. Never. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Okay. Interesting. Very delayed. We're on a spinning hard drive though, so that's another thing too. Let's go here to the display. Or maybe we appearance. I don't care for the Fedora desktop color. Maybe a couple of other ones. Some interesting ones. Definitely. Oh, that's weird. I want one like a crazy circuit board or something, you know? You can't minimize this? What the hell? Alright. Go ahead and open this. They're like very, very crappy illustrated, like nothing real special. interesting. Yeah, I'd rather it behaved like one of the other ones where when you click on that it drops down. It has like this look and feel that's like not very crisp. Like just kind of makes it feel outdated to me. You don't have like the minimize. Okay. So we got this is what I was talking about, the magnitude. So you update magnitude and then you'll come in here and it gives you internet radio. You'll get to like discover all kinds of obscure cool music. Like, trust me, it's pretty neat. So we have like you have all these different genres of music. I'm not sure how I go about making this thing full page. We should just have to do that. So we have all this different music here that we just, for some reason, I don't know why, it doesn't want to show it to me in detail. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out. So this is Fedora. It's interesting. It really has nothing to offer that I can tell. Yeah, we get the typical stuff. It's just all the same. It doesn't float my boat. If it was the only thing out here, I would be using it just because it looks like it has pretty much everything you need. I just kind of like the look and feel of other OSs better than this one. So that's just kind of my brief opinion on Fedora. Let's change the background to something else. What's this? Very interesting. I think the best background so far would have been this one here. So it's kind of interesting design. So yeah, it's not terrible, but I don't see any reason to use it. Thanks for watching. I know I'm by no means an expert on any of this stuff, so it's just my opinion. If you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it.